Hello friends, this video on human health and diseases part 1 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Topics to be covered in this lesson are common diseases in humans, immunity, AIDS, cancer and drugs and alcohol abuse. So in this lesson we are going to talk about illness or diseases. So as you might be aware from the name itself. Now, diseases are kind of a part of our life. You would have often heard the elderly people like our grandparents often complain about different problems like leg pain or BP problem or diabetes, etc. Now, what are all these? These are nothing but diseases. And due to these problems, the person is not said to be healthy. So there can be many different types of problems. It can be a disease which is present in somebody by birth. They can be genetic, that is they have acquired the disease from their parents, while some diseases are acquired, that is they got it after being born from some external agent, either from some microorganisms or from some untidy garbage or something. So there can be many different causes. Now there are many different types of diseases. For example, if you talk about a disease like malaria and if you talk about a disease like say common cold, so both of them have got different causes. Both of them have got different symptoms and therefore they both have different ways of treatment as well. So here in this lesson we are going to talk about the various diseases, their cause and how they can be treated, and we will also talk about health, that is how good health can be maintained. Now even before we talk about all this, the first thing that we should know is what is health. How do we define health? So when we say good health, does it only mean that health is good only when you do not have any disease? So disease free and healthy, are they synonyms? They are actually not. That's because when we say healthy, we mean a complete good health. It is not only the physical fitness that we refer to. Suppose let us take a few examples. So right now we are talking about good health. Now let us take an example when this lady is suffering from high fever. So will you say that she is healthy? You will not, because she is physically not fit. She is having high fever, she is feeling weak, so she is not able to do anything, so she is definitely not healthy. Okay, now let us consider another scenario where you are very depressed. Maybe you did not score well in your exams and that is why you are extremely depressed. So now if I ask you, how are you feeling? Are you feeling extremely energetic and are you feeling very positive, happy and healthy? Again, you will say no. You will say that I'm not feeling good. That is the that is the reply that often comes from people when they are depressed. So when you are depressed or you are sad or you are getting negative thoughts, so what's wrong with you? Physically, you are fit in this case, but mentally you are not healthy. So when we talk about health, it is not only the physical fitness, but also the mental well-being. So health is going to be a complete package. So that is why health talks about the physical fitness. So the fitness where you are not suffering from any disease, and it also talks about the mental well-being. So mental well-being is you are happy, positive, satisfied with life. There is no stress, no depression. So that is when you say that you are mentally healthy. So how do we define health? It is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. So physical you already understood, where you are not suffering from any disease. Mental is when you are happy without stress, no depression. And social well-being. So what does social well-being refers to? Social well-being refers to the social environment in which you are living. For example, different people live in different localities. Some of them live in villages, some of them live in cities, some of them live in small towns. Now, where you live and how the surroundings are, that also play a very important role in your health. So if you are say living in an area which is extremely neat and clean, all well maintained, you have good neighbors around you, nice people, so you spend time talking to them. So you are actually leading a very good social life because your society is clean. So you are not going to suffer from any diseases that can happen due to germs or bacteria. So at the same time, you have good people around you. So that also gives you a social well-being. So this is what social well-being refers to. On the other hand, if somebody is living in a very untidy slum area, which is like full of dirt and smell, so obviously you are not going to be living a very healthy life. So when we talk about health, we talk about these three parameters, that is physical, mental and social well-being. Now the question is, what is the significance of health? Why are we so much bothered about maintaining a good health? How does it help? So a state of being well enough to function well physically, mentally and socially. Now what do we mean by functioning well? Let us take your example. So right now you are a student, right? So what is your daily routine, or what do you do in your life? You go to school, you study, you play with your friends, you spend quality time with your parents, you spend time for your hobbies. So these are some of the things which you do normally in your day-to-day life. Now what happens if you fall ill? Now as soon as you fall ill, do you think you're able to go to school? No, because you feel so weak that you don't feel like going to school. Are you able to concentrate in your studies? You are not. Are you able to spend good time with your parents when you are very unwell? No. So what happens is, when you are not having a good health, or when you are not healthy, you are not able to do anything in a proper way. Similarly, somebody who is working in an office, so when he is not well, he will not be able to concentrate in his work. So the same thing happens for every person. Now, when we say that we want to function well physically, mentally and socially, so what do we mean? So we mean to say that if you do not have a good health, you will neither be able to perform the physical activities like going to school or doing any kind of activity. You will not be able to do that. You will not be able to function well mentally. When you say that, that means if you are yourself very depressed, will you be able to give a very good company to a friend? No, because you will not feel like talking to anybody. So again, mentally also you will not be able to function well. You will not even function well socially. That is, you will not feel like maintaining a good surroundings in your society. So you will not be able to do all those stuffs as well. So therefore, whenever we talk about health, the three parameters need to be satisfied, and that is why it is rightly said that health is wealth. If you have good health, you will be able to do what you want to do in life, and once you do that, you will be happy. And when you are happy, you are doing what you want, you will be able to earn. So when you have a good economic condition for yourself, when you have money, you will be able to afford all the necessities as well as luxuries in life, and that is how you will lead a happy life. So health is the basic necessity or the basic requirement in order to lead a happy life. So now many people often confuse that being healthy means being disease free, but actually that is not the case. So being disease free is just one parameter of being healthy. Being disease free would refer to your physical health, but it doesn't talk about your mental health or your social well-being. So it doesn't talk about those factors. Now let us quickly distinguish between being healthy and being disease free. Now, being disease-free does not necessarily mean to be healthy. Now, this is very important, that disease-free and healthy, they are not actually synonyms. Now, when you talk about health or when you talk about being healthy, you talk about all the three aspects. That is, the person should be physically fit, the person should be mentally happy, and also the person should be socially satisfied. And that is why it is physical, mental and social well-being. So all the three parameters need to be satisfied if you talk about being healthy. But when you talk about being disease-free just means that the person is physically fit. In fact, it doesn't imply that the person will be physically fit with all respect. Disease free would be something like this. Let us take the example of a sportsman. A sportsman, what does he want? To be healthy. For him, healthy means to be fit enough to be active, so that his hands and legs and his physical movements are all fit. There are no pain in his legs, no pain in his arms, because he wants to run and he wants to play. So if he is able to do that, according to him, he is physically fit. That's how he feels that he is disease free. But it is possible that he might have some tooth issues, he might have some skin issues, but he is not much bothered about all of them, because they are not directly interfering with his work, directly not interfering with what he does in his day-to-day life. But if you talk about whether this sportsman is a healthy person or not, then he is not healthy, because healthy means physically fitness plus mental happiness plus social satisfaction. So when all of these are satisfied, only then we say that the person is healthy. Similarly, if you take the example of a dancer, maybe for a dancer, stretching his or her body is something which is desired in order to dance. So as long as he or she is able to do that, they feel that they are healthy. Similarly, for a singer, proper breathing has to be there. Or if you consider a very old woman, so for her, maybe if she is able to walk and talk and is able to do her work on herself, she feels that okay, she is healthy, but she might be suffering from many unnoticed problems which are not bothering her directly. So when we talk about being healthy and being disease free, these are two different aspects. Disease free just means that you are not suffering from a noticeable disease. So that is when you say that you are disease free. But when you want to say if you are healthy or not, in that case, that health comes from all the three aspects of your life. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for an easy 4-step learning process absolutely free of cost. Watch video lessons, ask questions, refer notes, and take an online test.